former doctor at the Department of Medicine of the First Hospital of Sun Yat-sen University confirmed the existence of live organ harvesting by the Chinese Communist Party. The doctor's name is Zhou Yidi, and she recently spoke with the Epoch Times. According to a report by the International Organization for the Eradication of Falun Gong, the transplant unit at the hospital may be one of the main sources of organ transplants in China. Its Vice President He Xiaoshun and several doctors there admitted in a telephone survey to using organs from Falun Gong practitioners. The hospital also has a brain death center, which may be an organ donor bank. According to the interviewed Dr. Yidi, the Chinese do not have a cultural practice of organ donation. She said, "First, when I worked in the hospital's medical department, the hospital made it clear that it would not accept organs from any private or non-government health department approved sources." She also explained that, second, Zhongshan First Hospital has a huge volume of organ transplants. She said that before and after 2002, the organ transplant center has always been a major player in our hospital, and I remember that there were at least 100 operations per month, because the different beds in the transplant center were full every day, and 1 or 2 operations per day was the minimum. Finally, Yidi said, third, the core mission of the CCP's medical system has always been to serve the CCP's power and wealth, and the CCP leaders have no bottom line in their self-interest and desire to do anything evil. The Chinese communist leaders do not care about the life and death of the slaves on the mainland, so it is only natural for them to extend the life of the powerful and wealthy by harvesting organs from the mainland after organ transplant technology is perfected. Zhou Yidi said that Falun Gong is the most frowned upon group in China, but organ transplants are not limited to this group. She states, as long as they do not have a strong background, any mainlander can become an organ donor for the Chinese Communist regime. After arriving overseas, Zhou Yidi read the 9 commentaries on the Chinese Communist Party and concluded that the 3 retreats were meaningful to the Chinese. The 3 retreats are a movement to quit the Chinese Communist Party and its affiliated groups. She said, the most shameful thing about the CCP is that it has genocided China, yet it says it represents the Chinese people, that I am the great savior of the Chinese people. Every Chinese person has the obligation to stand up against the Communist Party, to expose it, and to tell the truth. If you truly love China, you cannot tolerate the evil of the CCP. Otherwise, you are a traitor to the Chinese people, she concluded.